Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here. Welcome to our first guest speaker spot. We're going to hear today from the IslandStacker, who is a very enjoyable content creator. If you enjoy my style of content, then assuredly you will like his as well. There's a link in the description to his channel. Go and check him out and subscribe to his channel. Let's see if we can get him too close to 1,000 subscribers, which would be a wonderful little bump up for him. Now, I reached out to him because he had some views and opinions very similar to mine on our all-time favourite national mint, the Royal Mint. And he's sharing some of those here today. So sit back, relax and enjoy the IslandStacker's views on the Royal Mint.
Hi everyone, IslandStacker here. Welcome to another video. Firstly, let me just thank Backyard Bullion for reaching out to me to give me the opportunity to create this video to go up onto his channel. I really appreciate that and helps small channels like mine grow. So I wanted to take a look at some things that potentially I think the Royal Mint could do to try and win some favour back with customers, as some of their more recent decisions have left a sour taste in quite a lot of people's mouths, to say the least, especially with stuff around this silent auction that I know Backyard Bullion has covered at great extent, and some of the just shocking quality control that they've had over the recent years. So I made a quick list of things that I think could potentially help, potentially not, but let me know what you think on any of these. So in no particular order of what I've got written down, the novelty sets I think they need to cut down on. So stuff like this Star Wars series, I bought this because I thought potentially it had some value in it down the road, but I kind of regret buying it to a degree, especially now that they're doing another series of this with the vehicles. So it's kind of, I think it kind of detracts the value for these down the line. I guess they probably had to pay a lot of money for licensing fees to get the Star Wars branding on these coins. But stuff like this, all the weird and wonderful stuff that they've been coming out with recently. I know there's the James Bond series, there's all of the other continuation things that currently go through. So I know there's like the dinosaur coins, the Beatrix Potter, the Harry Potter, all those kind of things. So I think just limiting the number of those type of series that they do down would help, because it's a lot of coins continually being released, and people just can't afford or get fed up with the continual barragement of coins that the Royal Mint release. I don't know if that's just so they can try and make a bit more money because they make more out of the collectible stuff than they do out of bullion. I don't know, but cutting down on stuff like that I think would be a start, and sort of leading on from that is focusing on the stuff that they do very well. So the Britannia is a staple from the Royal Mint and has been for a number of years. So focusing on stuff like this, just go back to what you're good at. Bread and butter stuff, I think, is what they need to focus on. So the Britannia, the sovereigns are standard. So unless it's a special year sovereign, obviously the design stays pretty much the same. So focusing on just getting the small things like that right, getting quality control on those staple coins to such a high level as we should expect based on some of the other mints as well. And then if they do special year sovereigns for stuff like this, I think is really nice. I really love this design. I know this is kind of the start of what has been a fairly continuous stream of special year sovereigns, with this one, the Memorial Sovereign, then kind of the first one with Charles being with the crowned portrait as opposed to the uncrowned portrait. But just some of these special year designs are so good. Like I this might be hard to see on camera. It's the 2017, which I love, the throwback to the original sovereign from 1817. It's a shame I couldn't have afforded one slightly bigger than this, but this is only the 1/4 ounce. But focusing on things like this that are their go-to coins, I think, is key, and less of stuff like this and more core stuff like this at a good quality, which I know has been lacking recently. I don't really collect the silver anymore, apart from the odd proof like this, but I know that the milk spotting that they have on their silver coins is still an issue. So other mints have managed to get away with this, or fix this, should I say. So the Canadian mint, I know, used to have issues with milk spotting. This is probably one of the, I think this is probably the only coin that I've got from them at the moment. But as you can see, no issues with it. So no milk spotting on any of the surfaces that I can see. Okay, it's only a 4-year-old coin. It's nothing. It's not been around for 20 years. But just as a bullion coin, it is easy enough to do, and the Royal Mint knows that there is issues with this. I think they've acknowledged that there is issues with this, but yet they still haven't done anything about it, considering the amount of people that have said that it is an issue and they want it fixed. This is another example. This one's an ordinary coin from a few years ago. This was only a limited bullion run, but again, nothing, no issues. It's easy enough to do and fix, and I just don't understand why the Royal Mint don't do it. Just take examples from other mints like the Canadian Mint, the Perth Mint, the Germania Mint. I don't have any of their products currently, but I've heard and seen good things. Especially, I know Backyard Bullion himself has advocated and shown some of the products that they do over the last few years. So it's just simple things like this make a big impact to the end consumer. And then there's the normal sort of pain points that we have. So the delays with coins being released. So you sign up for a coin, then they take your money, even though that the coin then doesn't get dispatched for 3 months, yet they sit on your money, potentially earning interest off the back of it for those 3 months while they think about sending coins out to you. I think it's got slightly better recently if you're lucky enough to be one of the first batch of coins to be released. But again, if you miss that first batch, you could be waiting months for the coins. The increase in mintages as well, over what should be a low number for the privilege that you're paying for having proof coins, etc. Like these aren't too bad, but my last video was the Lion and Eagle coin, which has a high mintage of 8,500 compared to something like this, which is about 3,000. So I think dropping the mintages down would also help, because that makes them more of a sought after item rather than just having reams and reams of the same coin. And I'm sure everybody would like this, but it's never going to happen, to have the price increases, I don't know if brought down to a regular frequency, or just further explanation and communication from the Royal Mint as to why they keep increasing their prices. So I don't have the Tudor Beast out at the moment, but that's only been around for maybe 18 months, 2 years as a series. But that coin, that 1 ounce silver coin, has increased in price 4, maybe 5 times. And saying that it's due to demand or resource constraints is a load of rubbish, if you ask me. It's just them justifying increasing the price to try and make a better margin out of the coins that they sell. Because I'd like to know what the cost is per coin to generate 1 ounce silver proofs like this, because you're paying £103 for something that has an intrinsic value of £25 as a metal itself. So yeah, just more consistency with pricing, and explanation, which again I think leads into the final point, which I think is better communication to us as consumers. The Royal Mint just seems to do what it wants and then not tell anybody and then expect everything to be okay, which is not a way to run a business. Clear communication, even if it's bad news, I think people are more receptive to if it's communicated well, and at least you have an understanding of what the issue is rather than just doing it without any further explanation. But there we go. Just one final point before I wrap up. For those of you that might have seen, this will be a giveaway once I hit 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully it will be relatively soon. But yeah, there's a video on my channel with the details of how to enter the competition to win this coin once I hit 100,000. I wish 1,000 subscribers. But that's kind of all that I wanted to discuss. Thanks very much again to Backyard Bullion for letting me film this for his channel. And thank you all very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.